Hey guys, so in this video we'll be solving this challenge called exceptions. So we'll be looking at how to handle errors actually. Okay, so exceptions, this you can right click and look at the documentations, errors and exceptions. So some of the exceptional errors you can handle. Okay, so that is what we will do here. Errors detected during execution are called as exceptions. Okay, so for example you can see 0 divide by 0 error. If you will click, you can get the detailed documentation, but it is by name. You can clearly get an idea. When error is raised when the second argument of the division or modulo operation is 0. Second argument is this guy of division. Second argument is either 0, only 0, means either you are doing division or modulo operation. If the second argument is 0, like here you can see it is doing 1 divided by 0, that will give you this 0 division error, which is an exception. Okay, during the execution you are detecting an error, and that error has a name called 0 division error, which is and the statement given is integer division or modulo by 0. Okay, so if you will write this code, you will get this error. Similarly, you have value error, okay, which is related to the value of a variable. So this error is raised when a built-in operation or function receives a argument that has the right type but has an inappropriate value. Means the type of the data you have provided is correct, but the value you have provided is inappropriate. Okay, here you can see this is also a string, this is also a string, but the value you have provided here is 1, here it is hash. So int a is fine, but if you will do int p, it will show value error, invalid literal for int with base 10, that is hash. Okay, so this is the second kind of error you will see during the execution. So we have to handle these two errors. How you want to handle it? This is given handling exceptions or errors, you can say. So you can read the documentation here, although it is not required. So I'll tell you what is there. So statement try and except. There is something called try and except in Python, which can be used to handle selected exceptions. Okay, so you can if there is an error occurs during the execution, you can do something like, okay, so you can do, if this kind of error occurs, what do you want to do? So that control, that power you will have from try and except, and that's how you are handling exceptions. Okay, exceptions are nothing but errors during execution. Okay, so try statement may have more than one except clause. This is one important, we will be using this important line. So you can have multiple excepts for one try, okay, to specify handlers for different exceptions. So we'll be using one for this guy and one for this guy. Okay, so you can see here piece of code: try print 1 divided by 0, accept 0 division error as e, and print error code e. That's the only thing we have to do actually. So here how it will proceed, how it will work. It will go into try, it will see print 1 divided by 0. If there is whatever the statement is there in the try, it will try to execute. If there is no error, it's fine, it will skip the except part and go down in the execution. Okay, but if let's say in try section you will have a statement which is providing some sort of error, then it will go to except, to look at this line. If the error is 0 division error, mark it as e, print error code string and then e. Okay, so that is what it is doing. So try is like you are trying something. If code will work, it's fine. If it won't work, means like if the code will work, then it will not execute the except statement. If the code will not work, means it will have some error, then it will execute except and go down in the execution. Okay, so that is how try and except works, which is very useful, to be frank. But usually you should not bypass errors actually, but this is something you should be knowing, that you can bypass error, okay, to do something else if this kind of error occurs. So output is error code, you can see, which is appended by the user, and this is the error. Okay, zero division error E. So what is our task? This is the small statement about error and how to handle error exceptions. Okay, these are the exceptions, and this is how you will handle exception. So what's the task? We will be given with a and b value, and we have to perform integer division. Okay, you have to convert into int both these guys, and then divide it and print a divided by b. Okay, simple. You will be having test cases. So t in first line you will get how many test cases will be there, and from the next t lines you will get the test cases, that is a and b values separated by space. Okay, t can be between 0 to 10, so this is constraint we have to keep in mind. Then we have to print, and in case we have 0 error or value error, we have to print the error code. Okay, so just as an example, here you can see this is the value of t, 3. So total 3 cases we have. This is the value of a, this is the value of b. Similarly, a value, b value, a value, b value. And in the output what we will get is 1 divided by 0 is integer division or modulo by 0 is it, and 2 divided by hash is invalid literal. Okay, you can see $sign. In the third case you won't have any error, so 3 divided by 1 is 3. Okay, and if you are using Python 3, so for integer division you can use double slash. Okay, single slash will work in Python 2, double slash will work in Python 3. Okay, so let's go for Python 3, and I'll remove all this. Now I'll write first of all I'll take the input t, integer type I'll convert into input. Okay, if I'll print t, it should look fine, right? Yeah, we are getting 3, so t we are able to get it. Now let me write the constraint for t. If t is less than 0 or t is greater than 10, then oops, then print t is out of range. Okay, so this is the constraint. Now we can use our value of t to get the inputs. So I'll work one by one. For I in range 0 to t plus 1. Okay, let me print this guy so that I can see how it is printing. What is the range? 0 to t it is going, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, it is 4. So let me start with 1. We want 3 test cases, right? So t to t plus 1, or you can also start from 0 to t, 1 to 3, or let me do it 0 to t, 0, 1, 2. Okay, total 3, 0, 1, 2, total 3. It's just I like to keep the count from 1 instead of 0. It creates confusion, that's why. So anyway, let's start with the 0 only. So I'll work on each test case. Okay, when I'll get this guy, I will execute all the results, and then in the next for loop I'll go with this case, then next iteration I'll go with this. Okay, so let me do it. So I'll take the input a comma b equals input split by space. Okay, let me print this so that I am doing it correctly or not. A comma b. So we are getting a b c. Yeah, a b a b a b. So for first time we are getting this value is 1 0. Second time we are getting 2 hash. Third time we are getting 1 3 1. Okay, let me now use these values. So what we have to do is we have to try that print whatever the statement written here, the same thing I'll write this thing. Okay, so we have to do the integer division. So integer a, and we are using Python 3, so double slash integer b. Okay, if this is if this will not give any error, in the third case it will not give, it will print int a divided by int b. But if let's say it will give error, then you will go to except. Okay, and what could be the possible cases? 0 error, this can be 1 and this can be 1, right? So first I'll do 0 error because it is fixed that when b is 0, then and then only there will be a 0 error. So you can actually name it which error you are targeting. So I am targeting except 0 division error. What it will do, it will print what it should print. It should print like this, right? This thing. So I'll take copy and I'll make it a string and paste it. Okay, this is what we want. Now you have seen this that we can use more than one except clause. So I'll do it for the second error. So I'll write another except statement, and here what I'll do is I'll take this guy and I'll print it. Okay, print like this, and here what we are targeting is value error, right? Value error. So let's look at the code. Sample test case is not passed. This is the $sign. Okay, so let me do like this. Okay, run code. So we have passed the sample case. Okay, all the sample case, but you know one thing, this dollar could be anything, right? Here it is dollar, but if you will see above, it is hash here. Okay, so let's do it. So what should I do is I'll append it. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll append it plus strb and plus. So okay, why not using this? Well, let's use this. No, this thing, this is the thing I'll use. Okay, I'll take it as e and I'll print like this. So it will take actually I can adjust this, but you know what is the problem? The dollar can be in a as well, right? Dollar divided by 2 also will give you the same error, right? This error. Okay, let me do it. first, and then I'll show you. So strb, so I'll take like this, finish, and then plus like this. Okay, then strb, this is also my this. So now it will be working fine. B, yeah, that is fine. You are taking strb in the error, but what am I saying is this can be reversed as well, right? If you will do $2 divided by 2, then also you will get same error. Let me do it this. Let's say a is equal to dollar, where is dollar, and b is equal to, let's say 2, then c. So you can see that in this case, actually now you have changed the value of a and b, so for all the three cases you are getting same output. But you can see that the error does not exist in b, it exists in a, but still it is printing the value of b. Okay, here it should print dollar here, which is in the a, and the way I have written code, this is wrong, right? strb is not correct. So what I'll do is I'll take this guy, I'll take this approach, and I'll write the code. Okay, so let me print this, print error code. Error code is needed because you want output in this fashion, error code. Okay, and e, and value error as e I'll write. So in this case what will happen, if wherever the error exists, it will automatically generate this line, and I have removed this part which was what was that, value error. I am removing this part and I am writing the error code in this place. Let me show you this. Okay, if I'll print just e, how it will look. Okay, so you can see that you have the part where it is not written, not written value error, means you are having this part in e, so you are appending it with error. Okay, that's what you are doing. Print error code comma e, so they are appending it actually. Okay, let's run this. Okay, there is a lot of space actually, so I'll remove this. Okay, now it is fine, and I'll remove the value of a and b. So now it should work fine. Okay, error code, oh, error code space is there here, error code space. Now it is fine, so let's submit it. All the three test cases are passed, so we are good. Let's take the test cases as well. So how it looks, can we see that test case 0 was this, test case 1, let's use Hackos. So you can see that there is a hash in one of the test cases in a part, so there we would have stuck. Then let's look at the second test case. So here they have for two cases you have hash. Okay, so I think it's working fine, although I have used my 10 heckos. Okay, and but we got the points. How many heckos I have? 306, so it's fine, no issues. So this was the easy challenge. What we have learned in this challenge, actually, you have learned how to handle the exceptions like zero division error. If it will come, what it should do. You can also do some other task here instead of printing. Okay, similarly, if you will get some value error, you can do some other task instead of printing error code. So that is the main thing. Means like it should not it's not advisable to bypass errors, but you should be knowing this, how to handle these kind of errors when during the execution there is some error comes, which is exception. Basically, technical term is exception. This is the definition. So when you will have this, how you will handle it. So this is the way. Try and accept. This is very useful. It's like if else case only, but with some condition. So do use it if you feel like more often. Okay, so yeah, let's go to the next challenge.